Revolver works on a different level, you know.
It does.
It's not English, it's not American,
No,
it's not. I think it lies out there in a space of its own.
The idea is that the movie should be in a transatlantic sort of environment, partly because the concept was supposed to be ubiquitous. It wasn't supposed to be specific to a nationality, ethnicity, or anything that was specific. It was supposed to be about a human condition. And considering I know more about America and England than any other environment, and that's where it ended up being somewhere in the pond.
You have to be ready to understand the rules of the game, that, you know, the game that they're in the game of life, because, you know, if you're being conned, you're at a loss. You know, there's only one way to win, and that's to understand the rules.
In every game in con, there is always an opponent, and there is always a victim. The more control the victim thinks he has, the less control he actually has.
It's a funny thing because I must have seen this film 50 times, and, you know, every time I watch it, I suddenly realise I didn't know what the movie meant before the last time I saw it, because it follows essentially a consistent formula, which is the con man's formula, and then it goes into the very place that the mind doesn't want to go into, which is the mind itself. The idea that you are your own worst enemy, and the only way that condition could be, because obviously it's insane to be your own worst enemy, but that condition can happen only if we're ambiguous about that condition. So the mind doesn't want to understand the concept, and that's essentially why the movie's, you know, it's a very simple movie, but it's funny how many people come out and go, that's too complex to understand. But really, we're already familiar with the subject, because we police ourselves, because we have to police ourselves, because there's two aspects working within our mind. What we're suggesting is, in this movie, is that it's a much greater influence than we've given it credit to, this ego, full self, or whatever it is that you will.
How is the film Revolver a con?
Yeah.
You don't mean to say, is we conning you to come see this
That's
movie?
what I thought you was like.
We're not conning you to come see this movie.
We're trying to tell you it's something that it's not. I mean, that's what a con is. We're trying to, you know, the basic rule of a con is we're trying to, tell you something that it's not. But I think I know what you was trying to.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, we're just being a little wise ass over here.
You'll always find a good opponent in the very last place you would ever look.